going on, Orlando Magic fans? Welcome back to the Six Man Show Postgame Live, presented by Rockham. Magic lose 112-100. Yeah. Glad you're here. It's one of those games where you look at the schedule way back in August and you say the Magic probably lose. Then the Thunder get off to a fantastic start. Right now, they're tied for the best record in the West. And you go, yeah, the Magic probably definitely lose. You know, second night of a back-to-back, you go from Miami to OKC. That's brutal. Then you add the fact that the Thunder are completely, fully healthy, and the Orlando Magic just are anything but that. Frustrating. Exhausting. Not that the Magic lost. I don't think there's any shame in losing to the Thunder. Well, it's just the health is just exhausting. It's just absolute. This has been 3 years of this. 3 years of these, like, just. it's hard to put into words the injury situation for the Magic the last 3 years, and it's just, as a fan, it's absolutely exhausting. As players that actually go out there and play for this team, namely Paolo Banchero, who goes out there and tonight plays. Oh, goodness. What did he play? 36 minutes on the second night of a back-to-back. How does he feel? Literally having to carry this team on his back and getting absolutely zero help around him because everyone's hurt. And the guys that aren't hurt, yeah. Man, it's exhausting. Yeah, okay. Six Man Show Postgame Live is presented by Rockham. Rockham is great. They're way better than the team is playing right now. They're located in Orlando. They're the world's largest sock store. They also sell underwear. They're a great company. A lot of Magic fans, diehard Magic fans over there on the team at Rockham. And so we're super pumped to have them as the presenting sponsor of the Six Man Show Postgame Live for this 2023-24 Orlando Magic season. So please shop at Rockham.com. Get yourself some socks, underwear, maybe some of your favorite teams. When you do, use that code MAGIC20. That'll get you 20% off of your order at Rockham.com, and it helps out the Six Man Show along the way. So, again, big shout out to our friends at Rockham. Thanks to them for sponsoring the Six Man Show Postgame Live. Chat, what's up? I'm just like, between last night, a game you had zero excuses to lose. Tonight, you had every excuse to lose. And still, I'm just fed up with, like, the injury situation. It's just exhausting. And not even just the injuries. Some of the guys out there tonight played awful. And again, I know a lot of the guys that are playing are not at 100%. I know some of the guys are sick. I know some of the guys are hurt. But some guys made some questionable decisions all night long. All right, chat, let's see what you got. Matt says, we need a new roster except for Jalen, Paolo, and Franz. Some nights it feels like it. I want to keep Caleb. I know that much. I'm on Team Caleb, 100%. Jory B says, we got to stop asking Paolo to create offense on every possession. He took way too many ill-advised shots tonight, moved the ball around, and cut to the basket. We made most of our runs when we did that. It's true. It's true, but there's a line somewhere. It's like, yeah, you want other people to get involved, or I should say other people to create offense, and yet none of the guys that are healthy right now are really creating offense. Like, obviously, the second offensive creator is Franz. Hopefully, he'll be back really soon. But then outside of that, who is it? Cole? Cole was bad tonight. Bad. Don't let the box score fool you. What did he end up with? He shot 6 of 11. That's great. 1 of 3 from 3. Don't let it fool you. Cole was bad tonight. Yeah. Blaze says this team is so frustrating to watch to the point. So frustrating to watch to the point I may never want to watch another Magic game. Well, I hope that's not true. Hope you'll ride with this team because nights like this are going to make it worth it when this team's really good. But this is hard to watch. You're not wrong. Karen says occasionally I get so disgusted. Yep. THC Triggs says, yep, time for trades. Maybe. It's hard though, guys. It's hard because when this team was healthy, this team was cooking. And even when this team was slightly not healthy, this team was cooking. We just got to get healthy. I'm not ready. some guys I might be ready to trade, but I'm not ready for any crazy trades until we get healthy and see what we have. Nesto, this is so true. Said those second chance points destroyed our momentum. Yeah, a lot of things did, but those especially. I mean, I don't know what they ended up with. 12 offensive rebounds. I would bet that 8 of those were in the second half. That's just a guess, but it's brutal. Adam says, how long are we going to watch our season burn up before the front office gets Banchero help? It's sad to watch right now. Again, kind of like what I just said. The help is here. It's just hurt. You know, you can't trade hurt guys. So, I mean, you can. I don't mean that literally. I'm saying not a lot of people are going to want a hurt guy. So, we'll see. We got to get healthy, and then we'll see. Jeremy, this is true. He says, still thinking about that poster Trevlin Queen had on Chet Holmgren. Yeah, that was the highlight of the night for sure. I did not expect that to go that way. Once I saw TQ gather and go up, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Prove me wrong, that's for sure. Mark says the team should start Anthony Black again. I think you're right. Mark. I wouldn't be surprised if Monday it's Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs in the backcourt again. Hopefully Anthony Black is, well, what did he end up playing tonight? 33. Okay, yeah, so he's back. Anthony Black is back. 33 minutes tonight for AB. He should start on Monday. He should. Metro Boomin says, only 3 games above 500 now. We need Franz back ASAP. Yep, big time. Janine says, I need my Magic Maniac therapy session. Well, welcome. You're in the right place, Janine. And to all of you that are here tonight on this Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, after that, thanks for being here. If you are here, please hit that like button. If you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the Six Man Show at all, please hit the like button. And if you're new, we are the Six Man Show. We're an Orlando Magic podcast. Put out episodes every Monday and Thursday. And we have this live show after each and every Orlando Magic game right here on YouTube, Six Man Show Postgame Live. So, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Check us out for more Orlando Magic content. Not just all season long, all year long. Thanks for being here. Jeremy says, Thunder are the fully healthy version of the Magic. In some ways, yeah. That's another reason why I'm honestly mad right now, is because when I looked at the schedule, when this schedule first came out, the OKC was one of the games that I would always circle because I wanted to see the best young team in the West come against the best young team in the East. And it was a shell of that tonight because we're so dang hurt. Man. I still don't know how we stack up against that team. I feel like when we're fully healthy, this is a game that goes down to the wire. SJ is incredible, by the way. But, man. Matthew says the GM needs to address the three-point shooting. Need consistency, and the defense is just lost. Figure it out. I feel you, man. I feel you. The Only Hero says, always a chance, but we knew this one was most likely an L. We are just injured. Take the L's, get healthy, try to make up the ground when the schedule gets easier. Yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right, and that is the good thing. It's hard to keep that frame of mind right now, but we are just 2 weeks away from this schedule just opening up. And so if once the schedule opens up, if we can be healthy, I think we have a chance to go on a real run. But it's just hard to keep your eye on that prize right now. At least it is for me. John Smith says the 15-16 Magic is seeming a little more real. Oh gosh, I hope not. Surely not. Come on, please, hope not. Sean says, my programming will not let me lie. Sean was so upset tonight, he asked me, his AI chatbot representative, to stand in for him this evening. Well, thank you, AI chatbot, for hanging out. Luis Rosario says, no pain, no gain. You have to crawl before you run all over the rest of the league. Yep, hope so. Hope you're right. Oh, man. A lot of thoughts on this game. Karen says, and this is the team we have our only national televised game. Yeah, that February 13th game, we better be healthy for that one. We better be healthy. Because OKC is going to want to, show the world what's up with that game. All eyes on Orlando that night. With the TNT game, the Shaq jersey retirement. They're going to have a bunch of, Magic legends there. OKC is going to want to spoil that party for sure. Janine says the front office needs to address these players who are always injury prone. Powell and Franz deserve better. There's something to that. The Magic have certainly drafted some injury prone players. Ironically, several of them are actually playing tonight. Like, pre-draft, Cole had a very serious injury. They drafted him. Pre-draft, OKK had a very serious injury. We drafted him. So it's kind of funny that those two guys are playing. I'm trying to think through some of the other guys that played tonight. Not a whole lot of injury people, but yeah, then you look at the other side, the people that didn't play tonight. Oh, obviously J.I. But J.I. didn't have an injury history before the Magic. Or before being drafted. But then you look on the other side, the players that didn't play tonight, obviously Markelle, major injury history before being drafted. Gary Harris, mixed bag of injuries before we acquired him. Franz has obviously just been a titan. He's been a Iron Man. Hardly missed any games in his career before the Magic or since. Trying to think. Wendell had some injuries before coming to the Magic. Yeah, there's something to it. Matthew Kennison says we can't be quiet during the trade deadline. Got to make moves. I think the Magic will absolutely make a move. You know what's crazy? Let me see. The trade deadline has to be. Oh, come on now. NBA. I don't know what the date is. February 8th. We are under a month until the trade deadline. If you like this team, folks, if you like this team as currently constructed, enjoy it. Because we are less than a month from the trade deadline. And yes, I would be shocked if the Magic don't make a move by the deadline. Shocked. Lewis says, I started this journey since 1989. From the basement to the mountaintop, we need to have patience. The good times are coming soon. Excuse me. You're 100% right. The future has still never been brighter, guys. I know tonight sucks. Tonight is no fun. The fact that this team is just decimated with injuries, and we played against a team that has nobody injured, that sucks. Second night of a back-to-back. After playing in Miami last night, a game you should have won. Second game of this crazy 3 games in 4 days stretch where you end up, because I can't even talk, Monday's game is in the afternoon. And so you're going to end up playing 3 games in 24, 48, 72 hours minus 5, 67 hours. You're going to play 3 games. 3 NBA games in 67 hours should be illegal. That's crazy. The NBA is absolutely screwing the Magic with this schedule. And when you consider the fact that it's Miami, OKC, New York, that's crazy. But you add to that the fact that this team is hurt, missing so many key guys, and it's just exhausting. It's exhausting. Credit to the players tonight for, for the most part, giving their best. Again, I thought there were a lot of mistakes tonight. A lot of mistakes. But you can't fault the effort. For the most part. So credit that. But hopefully Monday, this team gets some rest between now and then. Luckily, they're playing at MSG, and, everyone's going to get up for MSG, matinee, MLK Day. The team will be up for it. It's just, I don't know if we're going to be healthy enough. New York's been rolling. They won again tonight. Yeah, we'll see. Jeremy says, at least we're still over 500, trying to stay positive. Yeah, I've said this before, but before the season, if you told me this team was above 500 at the halfway point, I'd be happy with it, especially considering our schedule. So, oh man, I'm so behind on the chat, guys. I've just been running my mouth. I'm going to try and skip ahead. Steven says, I missed the pre-cut Cole Anthony. Don't forget, the game before Cole cut his hair, he was terrible in that game too. Stell says, SGA is worse than Trae Young? No. I know what you're saying. You're worse to watch, like free throw merchant, like he's annoying. I get what you're saying. No, Trae is still way worse. Ugh. Trae is gross, man. I have no problem with SGA. The stuff SGA did tonight, honestly, most of those and ones were the Magic's fault for being stupid. There were some, and Jalen will be the first to admit it. The fact that he got Jalen one time on the pump fake is whatever. The second time, though, oh, man, Jalen, come on, bro. Come on. He's better than that. He knows that. I don't agree with that at all, man. I can't. But part of this, I just can't stand Trae Young. Probably my least favorite, or at least top 3 least favorite players to watch in the NBA. So maybe I'm a little biased. We do have a super chat coming in. Michael Martin says, time to shuffle out 10 and keep our best 5 or 6. Yeah. I don't know if something that drastic will happen during the season, but off season, maybe. We've said this is a prove it year for a lot of guys on this roster. So we'll see. We'll see. Dennis Fisher says SGA was another level. Even us healthy, this OKC team, is too good. Loss yesterday hurt more, but the team with Chuma and Trevlin is not good enough. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Wally says Cole Anthony's defense was atrocious. Mo Wagner chewed him out on one of his many blow-bys. Yeah. Daniel says, Franz, where are you? Yeah, we need you back. Big time. David says, wish we could like comments on here. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of, that'd be really fun. Be cool to see what has the most likes at the end of every show. Matthew says, January is our worst enemy every year. It feels like it. We've had some rough Januaries in our history. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, man, I got to skip ahead a little bit here. Nesta says, I don't understand the Jet Howard pick. Jordan Hawkins was the player I wanted. At least he can get to play on an NBA floor. Yeah, it's hard to say about Jet. We still don't know. Is it because Jet's not good enough? Is it because the front office just wants him to get more burn and Osceola, like consistent playing time, because he wouldn't get it here? But at the same time, right now, given our injury situation, Jet may have an opportunity to get minutes. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The thing for me is the jury has to be out on Jet for a while. Like, we cannot come to conclusion on that draft pick this early. We just can't. We need like 2 years, which I know is hard to do, but we'll see. Steven says we'll bounce back at MSG on Monday. If Brunson is out, we got a shot. Let's go, Magic. Is Brunson out? Is he out? I didn't know. Or is there a question that he's out? Did he play tonight? Let me see. Jalen Brunson. Oh, Jalen Brunson is out. I didn't even know that. It says it was a DNP coach's decision at calf. Okay. Calf contusion. Oh, he's going to play on Monday. That'd be helpful if he doesn't, but he's going to play on Monday. If it's just a calf contusion, yeah. Jeremy says Suggs and Holmgren traded jerseys after the game. Oh, you knew that was coming. Those two BFFs, they go way, way back. You knew that was coming. Finally, the first time they were able to play against each other in an NBA game. No doubt about that. Noel says, I'm calling this season a wash already. Even if everyone comes back, who knows when that'll happen? They'll be on minute restrictions. On to next year. I don't know about this. This seems a little harsh. That's a little harsh for me. Like, I've said this on the show. Like, this team, even when fully healthy, is not winning an NBA title this year. It's not happening, okay? So what is this season about? The season is about getting to the next level. You know? Obviously, it's hard to do when you're this injured. But the idea is leveling up, right? This team just missed out on the play-in last year. So leveling up this year means postseason basketball. You get postseason basketball, and then the next year you do better in postseason basketball, and the next year you do even better. And then 4 or 5 years from now, you're a contender every single year when Paolo and Franz are in their prime. That's what this year is about. So if you came into this season expecting a championship, then yeah, you should move on to next year. But if you had realistic expectations for this season, I would hope you would ride with this team through the ups and the downs. Because there's going to be more. Let's not forget, this is just game 38 of the season. 38 or 39? 39, I believe. Game number 39 of this season. We're not even halfway there. Hopefully there's more ups and downs in the second half of the season, but we just got to hang with them. Got to hang with them. David J says Jalen was off tonight. Everybody was off tonight. Again, second night in a row, Powell gets no help. I know there's some like nice numbers, and we're going to look at the box score here in a second, but there's nothing great. Nothing great. All right, guys, speaking of the box score, let's do that. Let's take a look at the box score. Just because, gosh, this box score is hideous. I don't even know if I want to look at this. But we have to. Caleb. Once again, Caleb continues to impress me outside of his three-point shooting. Obviously, he's a good three-point shooter. but he continues to do more than just shoot the basketball. So tonight, 2 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. And again, very active. He did have 3 turnovers, very uncharacteristic for him. He had 1 terrible pass. I think did he miss dribble? I can't remember what the other 2 were. But ends up with 14 points on 5 of 13 from the field and 4 of 12 from 3. Yeah, you'd like him to hit 1 more 3, but here's the thing. Some people don't like him taking 12 threes. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it on a night like this where you're just desperate for points. I don't mind it. Paolo was good tonight. I mean, you watch this game, he is just getting absolutely just surrounded. 2-3 guys on him every single possession. Still finds a way to get 20 points. Didn't hit a 3, unfortunately, but 4 of 7 from the free throw line. 9 boards, 8 assists, 2 blocks. And only 2 turnovers. Turnovers were a big problem for this game, and it wasn't Paolo's fault. That's the other thing that's so frustrating. Paolo gets the ball 90% of the time, only has 2 turnovers. The rest of the guys have 13. Man. Gogo with 8 tonight, 9 boards. Chuma, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Jalen, not great tonight. And only played 19 minutes as well. He's still struggling with that sickness. Ends up with 9 points, 4 boards. 4 boards, that's it. Wow. Anthony Black, I thought, was the second best player tonight. Had 13 points, 5 boards, an assist, a steal, a block, and only 1 turnover in 33 minutes. Trevelyan Queen had the highlight of the night with that dunk. Ends up with 7 points, 4 boards, an assist. 3 blocks for Trevelyan Queen? What the heck? I knew he had 1, but 3? Wow, I had no idea. Jonathan Isaac made his return tonight. We haven't talked about that yet. He played 15 minutes. He was promised between 12 and 16. He got 15. That's pretty cool. Didn't hit a field goal, but was fouled on 2 3-pointers. Ended up going 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 5 boards, an assist for him. Played great defense in the fourth quarter, by the way. I can't talk specifically on Jalen Williams, who was catching fire at the end of the third and beginning of the fourth. He came in and shut him down. Then you have Mo Wagner, 4 points tonight, 2 of 6 from the field, 4 boards, 2 assists, a block, 3 turnovers. Yuck. Cole Anthony, as I said, you look at the box score, you say, oh, he shot the ball well, 6 of 11, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 2 turnovers. Could have been more. I don't know. Yeah. The guard play tonight outside of Anthony Black was genuinely atrocious. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Again, 0 help for Paolo. The turnovers were just crazy. Again, Paolo just has the ball in his hands for 36 minutes. Only commits 2 turnovers. The rest of the team barely handles the ball. Barely initiates any offense and ends up with 13. I know that's like a really watered down way of looking at it, but it's true. It's really disappointing. Looking at some of these stats here, OKC just kills you points in the paint again. Another night of just rough points in the paint. 62 for OKC. That's gross. The Magic ran tonight a lot, which was fun. 23 points for them in fast break points. Your bench outscored OKC's. The turnover, this is the game right here. Turnovers and free throws. 15-8 turnovers led to 23 points off turnovers for the Thunder. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. Man. All right, really quick before we do anything else. Before I look at even more stats and get even more sad, I want to tell you, show you something that's not sad, something that's fun. Our friends at Rockham, reminder of some of their Orlando Magic gear they have up here. Obviously, the Magic Win socks with Papa John's is pretty dang sick. Get some Anthony Black socks. He deserves it after tonight. Some Paolo socks. Also wanted to show you, I'm a Bucks fan. Bucks have a big playoff game on Monday. They do have NFL merch at rockham.com. So here's some Bucks stuff. Obviously, creamsicle stuff's always hot. Tom Brady stuff will never go out of style. Look at these creamsicle boxer briefs, bro. Whew, that's spicy. Always love these split face one stuff. Here's for the Magic. Here's a Captain Fear one for the Bucks. UCF with that huge win against Kansas on Wednesday. Well, this is the cool thing about Rockham. They are so quick to react to like relevant things and like news and pop culture and all that kind of stuff. This happened Wednesday. And the very next day they have the Fear the Franz socks, which if you know, you know. I'm not going to explain the Franz situation, but it's crazy. Rockham is so sick. And then again, outside of sports, they do have these custom socks. Do you know you can get your pet's face on a pair of socks? That'd be fun. I actually have a pair of my old 18-year-old Chihuahua named Tucker. Anyway, when you shop at Rockham.com, please use the code MAGIC20. That'll get you 20% off your order. Whether it's Bucks, underwear, Magic socks, or socks for your cat. Whatever. Use the code MAGIC20. It'll get you 20% off of your order. All right, let's look at the rest of this box score, if we have to. Oh, teams shoot the same. Actually, the Magic shoot a little bit better than the Thunder, except the Thunder had 4 more made field goals because they had more possessions. Excuse me, because the offensive rebounds and the turnovers. Magic, again, both teams shoot terribly from 3. Thunder only made 1 more 3, but the difference was free throws here. Thunder went 85% at the line, while the Magic went 62.5% at the free throw line. What is that? What is that? Got to interrupt here. Thanks, Praises says, shout out to Tucker. Let's go. Thank you for that shout out. It's an 18-year-old toothless Chihuahua. He's deaf. He's blind. He's hanging off for dear life. Yeah, he's a good dog, though. Maybe that's what I'll do. The next time we have an ugly game like this, I'm going to show you guys my 2 dogs. That's what I'm going to do. I should have been more prepared. That'll lighten the mood. But yeah, free throws kill this team tonight. Again, second night in a row. You actually out-rebound the Thunder. That surprises me. It didn't feel like that. They get more steals, obviously, and the turnovers. I mean, here it is. You have 7 more turnovers, and you miss 9 free throws. That's the difference in the game. A 12-point game. You have 7 more turnovers, and you miss 9 free throws. That's the game. It's crazy. As bad as the Magic played, it comes down to those simple things. It's crazy. And we looked at the rest of those. Yeah, it's rough. Let's, Steven says, what are your predictions for the 4 upcoming games next week? Here's what I'm going to say, Steven. I'm actually on the 6-man show with Jonathan Osborne on Monday. Luke, obviously, normal co-host of the 6-man show, he's out for that episode, so I'll be on there with Jonathan, which means, as we do every Monday, we'll predict the week. So if you want to know my predictions, tune into Monday's episode. Shout out. We just got a new patron. I don't know if you're watching this, Barstool Magic. Thanks for joining our Patreon, which, by the way, if you aren't a member of the 6-Man Show Patreon, it's a really fun community. We have different tiers that you can join and different benefits that come with each of those. Obviously, if you're familiar with Patreon, you know all that. But check us out on Patreon, and maybe you can join our Discord. Come hang out with us. Lots of active Magic fans in there talking nonstop about the highs and the lows of the Magic season. But big shout out. As I mentioned, just got a patron coming in here. That's great. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. I was about to look at the scores around the league. Magic lost by 12, blah, 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 blah. Lakers currently beating the Jazz. Interesting. Okay. Jazz played last night as well, if I'm not mistaken. Second night of back-to-back for them. Celtics just destroy the Rockets by 32. Gross. Wizards beat the Hawks. That's funny. The Hawks are going to blow it up, I think, man. They have to. Knicks beat the Grizzlies. Bucks beat the Warriors. Wow, the Warriors just falling apart. How many games? I want to look at this. Are we the only team they've beaten recently? That's what it feels like. Well, obviously Chicago. I forgot about that last night. Before that, they beat the Pistons and us. Great. Great company to be in. Okay. Pelicans beat the Mavericks and the Bulls. Wow, the Bulls came back against the Spurs. The Spurs were winning earlier in that game. So yeah, let's take a look at the standings. This is not going to be pretty, guys. Just brace yourself. Magic hang on to the 8th seed. Wow. Now down a game and a half behind Miami, 2 games behind Cleveland, New York, 2.5 games behind the 4 seed Indiana Pacers, and now 4 games behind the Sixers for the 3 seed. Gotta turn this around pretty quick here. Can't afford to have a hole. Again, the good news is this schedule's about to turn around. The team's going to get healthy. We're going to have a chance to make some noise. But man, can't let the hole can't dig yourself too deep of a hole. Steven says, I'm sick that we lost the Warriors. Me too, dude. Both those games. The Warriors game, the Kings game, rough. Chris, hey, he says, we just got back to the hotel in OKC. Not the result we wanted, but OKC is a great venue to watch a game. Go Magic. I've always been interested to go check that out. OKC seems like they have maybe some of the best fans, if not the best fans, or at least I should say the best fan environment in the NBA. Even though it's like a random regular season game against the Eastern Conference team, still always looks like a good time. Chris says, also, hell is frozen over in OKC. It's so freaking cold. The Midwest is no joke. During halftime of this game, I turned on some of the Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins playoff game just to see that. And man, I do not miss that. I lived out in that mess for 4 years, and you could not pay me to go back and live in that environment. It's zero fun. Zero fun. All right, guys, I think that's probably going to do it for us tonight. Just another disappointing night. It's hard to get too mad at the guys on the floor. Again, I think there were some mistakes that maybe shouldn't have happened. Some ill-advised shots, some ill-advised passes, some poor defense at times. But again, this team can only do but so much with the guys they have right now. Just stinks. It's going to be an interesting weekend. Going to be interested to hear what kind of news we get on Sunday about who might be available for Monday's game in New York. So yeah, these are the things to look out for, okay? Magic on Monday, an early tip-off for MLK Day. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. We'll be back here with the Six Man Show Postgame Live after that. But before that, we'll have a brand new episode of the Six Man Show. I'll be joining Jonathan for that, so definitely check that out. I guess that's going to do it for us tonight, though. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll talk to you early Monday afternoon. We'll see you then. Until then, let's go Magic.